It feels like I'm skydiving when I text you. Rose petals on the floor outside your bedroom. Sunshine whenever you smile.
Every now and then I will have to minimize and bring this back up because there are certain elements that the chat's going to be in the way because you'll be able to see it on stream. But anyway, so let's begin. So what I want to do with my streams is to bring up the what we're doing with our website. Now, originally the website was just going to be for the Atlantis stream team. Now, one thing I want to say before we get going as well is if there's anything you need me to change during the stream, just say so and I will get about it. Anyway, so yeah, so what we were going to do is originally my idea was to have this website for the Atlantis stream team community, met a bunch of streamers that have formed a community through Discord, and we were originally going to have it just as their website. But as I've been going through editing certain things on the site, I've noticed that it might be easier to make this as an esports fan site. So you'll be able to join the site, create a profile, add pictures, videos, statuses, have your own profile page and your own about page. Thank you for the follow. And that sort of jazz. So what I've set it up so far is I've used the Atlantis stream team as the base idea for what we have the site so far. So this here is the home page in the editor. Now, what it does so far is we have the logo of the Atlantis stream team. Then here in the corner, you will have a login / registration. What this does will open up what they call a light box. This light box will then open up your registration light box originally. On that light box, there will also be a login button. The login button will allow people to then obviously log in. With that, we have the little about section here where it says more about us, born to game, and we are a stream team consisting of UK and US streamers from Mixer and Twitch with our own streaming styles, game choices on Xbox, PC and PlayStation 4. And then, no shit. Sorry guys. And then underneath that we have a few pictures of, yeah, that's no problem. No problem at all. So underneath that we have the 3 pictures. Poseidon, which is our king, which is the owner of the Discord. Then we have Lady Frenzy, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Dyslexia, can't read very well. Which is our queen of the Discord. And then, it's going to be annoying. And then you have me, which is Hades, which is be it me, not you. And I am the head community admin and website creator. And then underneath that, you have a form for contacting us. Needs mic turned up. Bear with me 1 second. Right, okay, so I'm going to carry on talking and just let me know if this is any better. And again, like I said before to anybody watching, there is a delay when it comes to the stream. I believe it's about 7 to 10 seconds of delay between chat and stream. So does this mic setup now sound any better? Because the mic is already set to the maximum volumes that it can be set to on Streamlabs and the Windows. I'm using the microphone boost now to see if that sounds any better. Okay, cool. Lovely. So I'll leave that as that is then. Nice. So as I was saying before, we then have the contact form where you can leave your name, email, subject and message. And then underneath that, we have a subscribe form, which will allow you to then receive emails from us about either site updates, messages we want to put out, things we're doing, and all that jazz. So that's the home page. Then we have a members page. Sorry, bear with me. Something was just removed. It's lady working on tax stream. Oh, okay. Okay, so lady is chatting. For some reason, I don't know why the bot removed that, and that isn't my bot. That was the actual mixer bot. So I apologise for that. Apologies for the message being deleted. Anyway. Yeah, well, like I was saying before, the site isn't going to originally be for Atlantis Stream Team now. My idea is that I would like to make it as an esports fan site, so that you can go on, you can make up your own profile. So it'd be a bit like it'd be a bit more like Twitter and Facebook in a way, but based more around esports. So it will be your personal profile for showing off your streams, your follow. So hopefully I want to link it to Mixer and Twitch. So if you link that to the site, it can show people how many subscribers, followers, all that jazz you have on your on your streams. A way to be able to have a live button, where if you go onto someone's profile, it will say if they're online or offline, and then it will, if you're online, the thing will become a certain color, and I'm thinking red or green, and then once you click that, up will come another light box, which should have, when I get around to it, your stream along with a chat box, and then there should be a minimize button. That minimize button should put the light box in the right hand section of the website in a little box without the chat, so that you can carry on using the website but still be able to watch the stream in the corner. And then there should be a maximize button, so that if you do need to write something into the chat, you can then bring up the light box and see that there. So, and then going back to the site, that the page we're on now. Yeah, that's a very good idea. So lady, who's using Bitex chat stream at the moment, has suggested that we should have a sponsor section for the team section, which is a very good idea. Now, that's given me an idea already. Now, I'm going to ask lady what she means by this. What is her idea behind this? Because now that's gone into my head, automatically I've thought of an idea, because I had something similar in my head of what I wanted to do in the future. So the sponsor section will basically be a section where people will be able to come on and they will be able to say, okay, so you're this streamer, I like what you do, and I am a for example, I'm Amazon and I want to sponsor you so that you can have a video or a picture or a link from us on your stream to be able to allow your viewers to, let's say, head over to Amazon and buy something. But every time they buy something, because they've used your link to do it, it will then take you over, it will give you a percentage of whatever they buy from that purchase. Or for example, on my streams at the moment, I'm with a company called Loots, which is loots.com. It allows me to put an overlay over my stream, that when people sponsor me, it will show a video, a picture or a banner on my web stream for you to be able to see. So stuff like that. So it's a very good idea. Thank you for the suggestion, lady. Yeah, so like Poseidon has said as well, looking for sponsors. So we'll add a sponsors page to the site for the profile pages, but I think we should do that for only selected users, so that you have to be a certain type of member or you have to pay a certain percentage to the site so that you can have this feature on your profile page. Okay, cool, yeah. So Lady is working on some game dev deals. So I'm assuming this will mean that the game developers will allow us to have deals through our website or through their streams, which will allow you to get discounts on games. That's all I'm assuming so far. And if that is the case, then that would go under the sponsored section, where that person is going to have the deals with the devs. So what we may do with the site, which has now given me an idea, is I may have a word with some developers. Excuse me a second. Cool. So I may have a word with some developers and see when the website goes live completely and we get more followers and more viewers and more users, that we are able to then have a section for the people that are paying bits towards us, towards the site, so they can also help themselves out. Would be in the sponsored section, a section called game deals, where the developers of the games allow us to have discounts on the games using our links, so that we can then go back and forth so people can buy it through the website, so it supports the person that's supporting the website at the same time. So I'm thinking of doing a monthly subscription deal or a yearly subscription. A yearly one which will be cheaper because we'll get the money straight away, but the monthly one will be a little bit more expensive because you're paying it monthly and we're getting the money slowly, for example. Right, so I'm going to tell you about the page that we're on now. This is the members page. This is the bit of the website of how it looks in the back end area. In the back end area, I'm seeing 3 users. Excuse me. Now, on this page, I have linked this to a database called User Profile Data. What that is, that's the information that you're filling in on the accounts/profile-updates page, which is the bit that puts all the information onto your profile page. What this also does is, and eventually I'm going to have a search box where you can search for a member on the site as well by either their name, their username, their description, which in the descriptions I'm going to allow hashtags so that the description can be used in the search. You can search them by those 3 things and it will display your picture. Thank you very much, Gold. Much appreciated, mate. So, like I'm saying, on the members page, you're able to see the picture of the person, the name of the person, which is this bit here. The username will become this bit, and the description someone has added will be this bit. This will be the short description, the 150 character description of the person, because on your about page, which I'm going to make when I get around to it, which will have a longer description with more information on the page. Now, once I've shown you all the back end stuff, I'll then go back to the website and show you how all of this works in what I've shown you. So that's the members page. When you first go onto the members page, when I've set it up correctly, it will show the most sorry guys. It will show the most recent members, and then the search box will allow you to search for specific members. Now, bearing in mind as we're going through, all the design and layout of the website needs to change as we're going around. So, this is the feeds page. This is the page that I'm hoping eventually to have it so if you've followed someone or added someone as a friend, their statuses will be the ones you see in the feed page. So the feed page will be like Twitter's homepage, where you only see your people you followed statuses. So what will happen with this page is two things. If you follow a person, that will mean you would like to see their statuses, but not share your statuses, with them. If someone then wants to follow you, but you're already following them, hopefully it will then say to them, you have to add this person as a friend so that they can see your statuses and you can see their statuses. There will also be just a simple add as friend button. This feature will be a little bit more complex because it will allow you to see each other's statuses straight off the bat, but you have to wait for the person to accept your friend request. This will also give you, hopefully, in the notification section, which I'm going to set up, notifications on when they go live on the site, which if you're not on the site will also then email you. I'll try and work out how that one will work. Then it will also give you information on a game that they've liked, a game that and other bits and bobs of information. The information will vary on what I'm able to do. But I was joining the channel again. Hi, Gold. Will allow you. Yeah, so we'll do that. So this is the feeds page. So on the feeds page, and again, like all the layouts and stuff are going to change because this is an early access site at the moment. So what I've done is I've set it up so that if you want to join the site, I have to accept you for the moment, just so that I get testers to see how this works, how that works. So on this page, again, this one links to a database called user statuses. And I've spelt it wrong, but I can't change it now, and I've already set it up, and I didn't realise that I'd spelt it wrong until I'd set it up. So, but this will only be relevant to me anyway when making the site. So this links to the database user statuses. Now, what will happen on here is that's cool. Yeah, that's all right. I have that problem myself from time to time. Certain streams I have to refresh after a while. Also, as a heads up, the stream is about 7 to 10 seconds delay. I don't know how to change that in any way, but there's a delay, and as soon as the stream is working, I'm not going to fiddle with anything, and bugger it up. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Anyway, so with the Facebook statuses page or the feed page, the text box that's here will be the written text that you have added to the status. The image is linked to image on the user statuses. Now, for the moment, I have used Atlantis Stream Team logo as the back end image. Now, I could use any image that I wanted because the image doesn't matter. As soon as I link it to the images in the user statuses database, when you add an image to that status, it will change that image to the image that you've used in the status. If you don't put an image, that will completely just be blank. Then underneath that, for the moment, is a reactions button. Now, what I'm hoping to do, and I have to make a separate database for this, and I've called this one likes. Oh, thank you for that, Gold. Much appreciated. So, what will happen is with that like button, you can like someone's statuses, which will then send a notification to that user to say that said person has liked status. I'm hoping in the future to add a, now this is the simpler bit. I can add a text box which will allow you to leave a comment on that status. That's a lot more simpler than the like button itself, which I will implement in the next few days to few months, because I've got a list of stuff that I need to do. First of all, I need to just edit the design of the site first before implementing the rest of the stuff. Anyway, so with that being said, you will be able to like someone's statuses and it will give them a notification letting them know you've liked it. I'm hoping to add a section where you can react with emojis. So you could say, so like on Facebook, when you hold down the like button, up will pop a little window which will give you some options of emojis, which I'm going to make similar but make them game related. I'm then also hoping to have a GIFs button, so you could react with a GIF. Now, I don't know if I should add that to the comments section of the website, or have that as a main thing on its own, so you can just react with a GIF. But I'm also thinking at the same time to add it to both, so you could add a text comment with a GIF and or emoji reaction with that text. So that's that. So this is the feed page. Then we come over to the search page. Now, eventually when I get the search working, there will be two types of searches. It's either going to be the search on the members page, I don't know why it's removing some of big things but I can read what you're saying, so I do appreciate that. That's very kind, and thank you very much. Anyway, so then we get to the search page. Now, this is going to be the page that's going to link with the members page, because when you search for someone, you'll have to be redirected to another page which brings up your search results. Now, this here is the search, what the search is going to look like. Excuse me. So, the search will have the person's profile picture, which is the picture here, their name, and then underneath that I'm going to create another little box which will be their username. Then the description. These two bits are going to disappear. Well, they're not. I'm going to change so it's going to say from. So on the website, I'm adding a section where you can say, I stream on Mixer, I stream on Twitch, I stream on Smashcast, which is another popular one for mobile based players and streamers. And then it will have another one that will say I'm from other. So that will be that bit there. And then this bit will be the view, so which will then take you to their profile, where you are then able to follow or add as a friend. Right, so this is the user data profile page. This is what they call a dynamic page. A dynamic page is one page which uses a handle or something from the database to bring up the correct information on the page that allows you to then see that person's profile. So for example, this is the profile page. I have set the profile page URL to handle. Handle is the username of the person you're looking at. So for example, if you went to Be It Me, because the web address will change as well, but for the moment this is the web address.
Hello.
The web address is beitmenotyou.wix.com/Atlantis Stream Team, and then to get to the specific profile page will be /u for user, and then / whatever the user has set as their username. So for me it would be It's Me Not You. For example, I shall show you. So if we went to oh no, because that's going to bring up my own. Oh, there we go. So for example, if it wants to load anytime soon, thank you for the host, much appreciated. Right, so you get to my profile page, which shows up my information. And because I'm not logged in, I have a problem with the statuses on the profile pages, which I need to fix. If I'm not logged in, you won't see statuses at all, and so on and so forth. So, on the profile pages, let's go back to the editor first. So on profile pages, you will have a header. So the header will be this box here. So this is a strip. And what I've done is I've linked the strip to the user profile data and to the header image section. So that allows you to add a header. And at the moment, it allows you to add a header of the size of what my stream team Atlantis Stream Team logo banner is. So that's the size at the moment, but that will vary, and eventually I'll let you know the sizes so that you can create banners that will fit in these boxes. So once you've added that to the database, so once you've filled out the form and added the header, this is where the header will go, which will be right around here. Then you've got your profile picture, which let me close this quickly. I want to scroll, start fiddling about with stuff. So the profile image again is connected to the user profile data profile image, or I think I've just called that one image, which is this one here. And again, I can use any image I like and then connect that to the database. So when you set an image, it will set any image. But if you don't, for this one, unfortunately, this is the default image. Because if you don't set an image in this one, this image will show up on your profile. And I did try to set it so the Atlantis Stream Team one would be our profile, but for some reason it didn't like the transparent one, and it didn't like the one with the background on. Beats me why. It kept putting it behind all the other elements, and every time I brought it forwards, every time I published the page or saved the page, it would then send it back again. Anyway, so that's that. So then you've got your name, which again is connected to the user profile data's database. Fill that in and your name will go there. Username to the same database, but that won't have an @ in front of it. Eventually we will have a thing like Twitter where you can @mention people, but I've got to work out how to do that. Your bio goes here, which is connected to the same database. Your stream, so if you're either on Twitch, Mixer, Smashcast, which I need to add, and other will go here. And then for this one, which I need to change the text for, right, and then any URL you set will go here. But when it comes to the about pages, which I'm going to make, then you could put all your social medias in and all that jazz as we go along. Right, so then we get to a little bit here. So this is just a simple link. This one will take you over to your feeds page, where you can see everybody you've followed or added as a friend statuses. And then this one takes you over to the members page, so that you can see all the different members that are on the site. The most recent first, and then you can go and search for a member by username, name, description, and what site they stream on. Right, now this is the accounts page. Now I had to add this page so that people could sign up and log in. Now this page is made up from Wix's members account page, excuse me. On here, simply, it allows you to fill out your name, your email address, and a few other bits of information which you don't have to fill out, but you can fill out. This is literally simply there so that I'm able to have people sign up to the site. This is the profile update page. Now the profile update page is the page that you fill in to show off on your profile. The name is in the main profile page, which I showed you before. The username is also there. The short description of 150 characters, I think I said it to. Yeah, of 150 characters will be the short description that goes on your home page for your profile page. The longer description will be the one that goes on your about page, so that you have a longer description of what you want people to know about you. And I think I'm limiting that one to 300 characters. But if anybody has an idea to either up the limit to something else or make it unlimited, let me know and I will change that. This is the bit where you get to, so let me double tap that so it will bring up the menu here and then move that across. So this is the section where you're able to choose what site you stream on. So underneath here so far, I've done Mixer, Twitch, Mixer and Twitch, just in case someone's using Restream, and other. Other will be like a site that we didn't know about that you're streaming on, so on and so forth. I'm going to add Smashcast because Smashcast has become one of the biggest streaming platforms for mobile-based game players and streamers. So yeah, so that will link, and that will link to the bit that says streaming on the main profile page. And then URL, which will then also be used as the URL in your main profile page. Now you have to put HTTP or HTTPS for this, otherwise the database doesn't read that as a URL. So when it goes onto your profile page, it will just come up as simple text and not a clickable URL. Then under your accounts, there's going to be a liked section. Under this liked section will be 2 tabs. One for the statuses that you've liked, so that you can go back and unlike them if you've liked one by mistake. Thank you very much appreciated, my king. So as you can probably see on the stream, because the chat's there, Poseidon, my king from the Atlantis stream teams community that I am a part of, has kindly said that he's really loving this, enjoying it, and loving seeing more streams with the team logo. Also, Poseidon, I'll chat with you in the Discord about this one. Actually, I was going to say it live on stream, but I'll chat to you on Discord about this one afterwards. So there's going to be a liked page with 2 tabs. One will be your statuses that you've liked, and then there's going to be a page on the site where we're going to have a list of games. Those list of games will allow you to like them, and hopefully I'm going to add something that allows you to say you want to play this game, you're currently playing this game, or you've finished this game. Because my hopes is that if you when you click the game on the games page, you'll be able to go to a page which I can set up as another dynamic page of the site, so that underneath that you can get the name of the game, the description of the game, the any social media that might be attached to the game, the trailer of the game, and then a comment box where you can leave a reaction or a review about the game, and then any pictures of the game that you've taken or any video of the game that you've taken. Now, some of this is going to be very complicated, and some of it that I'm mentioning to you now are just ideas. Some of it I may not be able to implement. Some of it... Oh, that is much appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That is really much appreciated. That will go towards the site. Thank you very much. Well, I'm a bit speechless now, to be fair. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, so you'll get the game page, which will have that information on it. And then in my hopes is... Oh, thank you very much. Dono hype. So, yeah. So once the game pages are set up and you have the individual pages, I would also like to have a section that will say, this person likes this game, this person likes this game, this person likes this game. So a section that basically says people that have liked this game, and then a list of let's say about 9 profile pictures, with the most recent 9, and then you can go and click the profile and go and view their profile. Then we're going to have, also by the way guys, if you go to that dono link plus slash masks, you can donate and watch me have a funny little mask over my video as well. Hey. So yeah, so that will allow you to see certain things, and then my hopes is that you linking with the what game you are playing on Mixer and Discord will link with our website, so that you're able to see who's currently streaming that game from our website. So, for example, if Poseidon was playing Sea of Thieves, his stream will be linked on the Sea of Thieves page, so that if you clicked it, you can then go and watch and chat on his stream about Sea of Thieves. Or you can get Gold Dragforgon, or Dragon as we know him as, but I'm going to stick with Dragforgon because that sounds much cooler. So Gold Dragforgon, say he's playing PUBG, and he's currently streaming, he will show up on the PUBG page under PUBG, so that you can click it, the light box will pop up, and you can watch his stream and chat with him, then minimize it to go to the right hand corner of the website, and that will allow you to then watch his stream whilst using the website at the same time. And then I'm hopefully, hang on a minute, this is a good idea, I've just had a thought, on the profile pages or on the about pages where it will say if a person's online, underneath that we might have a section that will also say currently watching. So it will say how many people from the website and from the streaming site that you're using is currently watching that stream. We might have to. So hang on a minute. Brain's going through a little thought here. Bear with me 1 second. So, if, for example, hang on a minute. Brain's going through a process here because I've just come up with something. Oh shit! Hang on. Right. Okay. So we'll have how many people are currently watching it from the site as one thing, and then how many people are currently watching it from your actual streaming page. Now, I don't know how much that's going to work for the actual streaming page, but I'm hoping that we can just have how many people are watching it from the website. So this is stuff that I've got to work out. Like I said before, some of it is going to take a while. But you guys are giving me great ideas as I'm going through with stuff. Anyway, once I can save up my labby or get one on credit, I can help you customize emojis, graphics, etc. So you're not shoulder on that. That's much appreciated, lady. Very much appreciated. Now with the emojis, as I said before, as a reaction, I want to try and make game-based emojis, and then eventually, for example, the people that are donating monthly or yearly to the site will eventually we set them up with individual emojis. For example, The Atlantis Stream Team main logo could be one emoji. The Queen logo could be another emoji. The King logo another emoji, and then the Hades one of mine could be another emoji, for example. So where was we at? Oh yeah, we're talking about the like page. So on the like page, you would see everybody's statuses in the games that you've liked, and eventually maybe other stuff that we can like across the site. Right, so now I was talking about light boxes. Light boxes are boxes that will pop up over the current page that you're on to allow you to do something. So, and again, all designs might change because the site is on early access. So, this is the status update box. This box allows you to write your statuses. At the moment, we have a header that basically says write your status. We have the text box. Now, I've done it in such a way that you can format your text. For example, you could bold a piece of text, you could italic it, underline it, make it a header, so you could write it out more like a blog post if you wanted to, for example. Because like, I know that Twitter is known to be what they call a microblog, which is a mini version of a big blog. And for those of you that don't know, that is just a web-based log. So in my hopes is so far, and this is only what you can do so far, is with the statuses, you can see text and images. Videos I'm working on. I've got to add something to the page that allows you to do video, but I'm working on that. So, like I say, you can write your status in the rich text box 1. Add your image here, add your video here. Now, the only bit that you have to fill in will be the text section if you're not adding a video or an image. If you just wanted to post a video or an image, then you don't have to fill out the text box. Comprende? Cool, lovely. Anyway, back to here. Then you've got the login light box, which looks like this at the moment. And I say, again, all designs, all ideas, everything will change. And any suggestions that you have, I welcome them completely. You can suggest things now, you can suggest them later. If you join the Discord, you can always suggest them in the suggestion section of the website category. All that jazz. Anyway, back to here. So this is the login light box. So this will be the second light box that shows up, because the first light box that shows up will be the registration one. Eventually I will switch that round when we get loads more users, but to make it easy for users to sign up at the moment, this is the way it's going to show. So anyway, so this is the login one. It simply has login, email, password, and then a login button. Once you click the login button, you will be directed to the profile update page, which is the one I showed you before, where you fill in your name, your username, so on and so forth. Now, with that being said, before you can actually visit your own profile, and there will be a back to profile button, excuse me, you have to fill in username first, so that it can generate the correct URL for people to be able to visit. I forgot to mention that before, but yes, you have to fill in nothing else has to be filled in, but username does, for you to be able to be directed to the correct page. Otherwise you will just get I believe it's a 504 error or a 405 error, one of the two. So that's the login box. And then with the registration box, it looks almost identical, except, and I need to change that login button, except for the fact that you have a login button, which will then take you to the login light box. Now we get onto the databases. I'll only show you the ones that I've actually got set up. So this is the user profile data database. If it's going to load. It's being very slow today. Okay, cool. So where it says profile background image, that is your header. So when you fill in your header, that will be the box that it goes into. Profile picture will be this one. So I did call it profile picture. Okay, cool. Your name will go into this one. Your handle will go into this one. Now, the reason why I called username handle is because on the dynamic page where the URL is going to be set up, handle is an easier thing to remember than username. And then for people to understand, a username is what needs to be filled in the form. That's the way the form's been set up. I've called it username. Then you have the short bio, which will be shown on your main profile page. And then the long one that will go into your about page. Sorry, excuse me. And then the stream location, where you've chosen Mixer, Twitch, so on and so forth, will go into that little box there. And is there anything else? Yeah. And then your website one will go into that box. Now this is what it looks like to me in sandbox mode. If we go to live, I can show you what me and Lady have, who's kindly filled it out already for me, can help. Right. So this is the profile page. This is the handle of Ladies. So you go to u/lady and I'm going to try and set it up in such a way that that's case sensitive. That isn't case sensitive, so that I don't believe it is at the moment either. Yeah, it is case sensitive, isn't it? So I've got to set that up so it's non-case sensitive, which means that it doesn't matter how you put in the username, as long as it's the correct username, then you'll be able to fill in, you'll be able to go to the right page. So anyway, because handle's the most important, this is what the page URL will be. It will be /u/the person's username. This is the profile picture where Lady has set herself this one and I have set myself this one. Then we've got our profile pictures. Again, Lady has set herself this one and I have set myself this one. Then her name is in here, as is mine. My handle is Be It Me Not You, and then her handle is Lady Frenzy. I'm so going to keep pronouncing that wrong. Then I set my she set her short bio. I've set my short bio. She hasn't set a streaming location, but like I say, that some of this information isn't relevant. If you don't want to fill it in, you don't have to. The only bit you have to fill in to get a profile page is this one here. This has to be filled in. I've set mine to Mixer, where I'm streaming currently. I've set my URL to my actual website. She set her URL to her streaming page. And then in the long bio, she's filled that out. And then I need to fill mine out for when the about pages come. And then we go to the status database. Right, so in the status database, this one's a little bit more simple. Statuses is the section where you put in your text. Image is where you put in your image, and video is for video. Now, that all links to your profile page and to your feed page for other people to see. No, and there is a reason behind that. So, Poseidon's brought up a very, very good, important point. The reason why I've not, and he said, what, no personal data, lol, Jake, and he's put joking, but no, you are right. Because of the EU's GDPR rules, and I also need to set up a page for that for people to view under terms and conditions and under GDPR rules. Basically, with the GDPR information, you have to be very careful with what information you can share. And this is the only thing from the EU I absolutely think was spot on and should have been done years ago. You have to be very careful with people's personal information. Now, the reason why I've set up the site at the moment for acceptance only is because because I want people to be able to join the site, but for me to make sure, me on my own at the moment, to make sure that no one else is putting in personal information into the information boxes, such as the long description or the thingy, the short description. Eventually, I want to ask you guys to. I wish. Well, about that. So as we're going along, there's something that's going to be happening with my with the Atlantis stream team that I've set up. I am the only problem we've got at the moment, guys, for the merch is the Lady PUBG logo, Lady's red logo, and Poseidon's Poseidon's first-person shooter and thing. Those logos were rejected by Spreadshirt, but as support for the site, I'm going to add a section where we can add the merch to the website rather than to the rather than to go to the Spreadshirt. At the moment, we're going to leave it on Spreadshirt, but once I start working out how we're going to do that, because we might have to produce the items ourselves and distribute the items ourselves. So we'll work that one out as it comes to it. And all the money for buying my merch will go towards me helping out make this site, and any donations here and whatever will all go to this site. And as I said before, you've got two donation things. You've got the normal one, streamlabs.com/beitmenot you, or you've got streamlabs.com/beitmenotyou/mask, where you can have a funny little mask go over my webcam. I did have it on, it won't work, so going new logo made. Alright, that's cool, yep, love that. Right, okay, so getting back to this. So with the statuses, you've got the status, the image, the video. Simple as that. That goes onto your profile page. At the moment, though, I have a issue with statuses. So now I'm going to talk about some of the bugs that I have in the website. So one of the main bugs I have at the moment, which I'm trying to work out, is with the statuses, If you go to the feed page or to your profile page, you can only see your particular statuses. And you can only see the statuses at all when you're logged in. So, yeah, so, and that's what I need to edit. So I need to edit in such a way so that on the profile page, it will show the profile page person statuses. I'm using the Streamlabs chatbot. No, I'm using the Streamlabs one. Yeah, so you'll be able to see that page's person statuses, and then when you go to your feed page, that will be your feed page. You will see the statuses of everybody that you've followed or added as a friend. And as I said before, I would like to do it so that the follow button will allow you to follow a person and see their statuses. If they then follow you, they then have to add you as a friend to be able to... Oh, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. They will have to then... Yeah, they will have to add you as a friend to be able to see your statuses. But if you add them as a friend straight off the bat, you will be able to see each other's statuses and hopefully get notifications of when they go live and other things like statuses they've liked. So that's that so far. So this is all the back end of the website. I've already got a command for that. Hang on a minute. I've got a command for that. Who did? But I've got other people listed in it, so bear with me. I'm going to change that. I have a command for that already. Bear with me 1 second, guys. The command is st. So if you pot ist. Also, I have a message for lurking as well. So if you put, for example, I lurk. So you're spying on me. Yay! Well, I hope you're enjoying. If you are, please hit that follow button. No. Yeah, I'll add the when we finish this, I'll get into Discord and I'll sort all this out. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to do that as well, don't I? So we want to mod that one. We also want to mod that one. Anyway, cool. So yeah, I have some of them set up already. So okay, cool. I don't want to do that. I hate small screen. I want to minimize, fucking minimize, you bitch. Right, cool. Sweet. Okay, cool. So this is all the back end elements of the site. I've never checked this out. What's actually under this? Oh, I haven't added anything. Okay, cool. So yeah, so this is all the back end of the site. Now with the user data profile, I've got to set up something in the back end using JavaScript. And what this will do is it will check the database to make sure that no one is they are going, so no one can use the same username. So if someone else has already got it, just so that it doesn't, no one can have two of the same username, and it doesn't edit, and it doesn't bugger up the URL of the site either. So that's all the back end stuff that we have so far. Right, now let's go to here, and I'll show you how it's all been implemented in the main part of the site. So, as I was saying before, this was the home page. This one I've basically shown you because even on the back end it looks the same. So, what will happen now is we want to go and do we want to go and yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now show you how the site works with a dummy account. So, let's do one of my other email addresses. Right, so I'm now registering to the site, which should, if it works, take me to the correct page. Okay. Let's try this one then. Oh dear. Okay, so already found bug number 1. So let's do it like this then. So this is what it should have done the first time round. It should have directed me to this page when I registered, but never mind. I'll fix that later. Yep, that's all cool. That's all cool. Right. So, because I'm already registered to the site, all the information that I filled out for my profile is now in the filled in the boxes on the profile update page. So if you go to Atlantis Stream Team /account/profile update, so let's move that over to this side so I can show what's going on now. Right. So I filled in my name, my username, the short description, the mixer thing, which is on here a drop down. And then my URL, I've already put a profile picture in there. Right, what I wanted to show you was on the dummy account. Right, so let's log out. I want to leave community, do I? How do I forget how to do this now? Bollocks. Anyway, so this here will take me to my profile page. If it carries on working. Yeah, good, lovely. Which then all that information I filled in there is all filled in here. And because I'm logged in, you can now see my statuses. So for example, I got one called test because I was testing something out. And then you got one here, I found a bug on the website, profile, and then a sad image. And then this one just to show the formatting that you can do with the text box plus another image. And then just, this is a test of the status system. Just a simple little text. Now, like I say, this looks basic at the moment, but this will eventually change. This will eventually change. So, what you then do if you click home, you will be directed to the page that shows all the sites. Status. Oh, this one's working. This one's working. Why is this one working? Oh. This is something I've got to go back and change. I've got to work out why that one's working and why that's not working. Because this is showing somebody else's status. Yeah! God damn. So if that works, I can then use implementations from that to get that to work. Oh, what a fucking G. Sorry guys, I got excited then because I found something worked. Anyway, so yeah, so this is showing the statuses of absolutely everybody. Now, if we go back, and then you click members, and now because we're on the main site and logged in, we should. So that members page I showed you, this is now what it looks like. So on the members page, you have mine and ladies' names, you have our usernames and our short descriptions. And then, like I said before, eventually we will get a search box in there, so you can search for a user either by URL, not URL, so either by name, username, and then eventually when we get hashtags working, you could add the hashtags to your descriptions, to your short descriptions, and to your long descriptions, but it will only use it from the short descriptions. And then have that as a search term as well. So for example, I've put photographer, someone could search photographer, and then up come my profile because I've put hashtag photographer, for example. And then I hopefully want to do it as well with the search box, where you can search people by game. So we could say, for example, this person has liked this game, this person has liked that game, for example, so on and so forth. Lovely jubbly. So that is basically the site in its entirety so far.